Hello out there, and get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see Hartford going up against the Bronx. This is Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. Allie LaForce will be our reporter from the sideline. So it's Hartford now. Pass to Curry. The three ball. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. You know, for all the accolades thrown Stephen Curry's way, Richard, I've heard you say he might be the best conditioned player ever.
Absolutely. When you think about all the ground he covers every single game, his stamina is still something that I will always be impressed with.
Here's Worthy. Pass to Embiid. Fires the three. On target from range.
You must respect Embiid's range as a defender. He'll make you pay every chance he gets.
Now Booker. With some arc. And the shot goes.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Here's Hardaway. Hartford grabs a miss.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Adebayo sets a screen. Curry's shot is off.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And so it's Booker with it. He brings it up for Hartford. It's a three-point game. First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. He hits the back iron and sinks it.
Whether it's off the dribble or on the catch, it don't matter. Booker is one of the most proficient mid-range shooters.
Here's Hardaway. Sinks that one from the post.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Curry. 4-3. Nails it from three. It's a tie ball game.
Such a quick release. As soon as the ball touches his hands, it's gone.
Outside Hardaway. Off target with the three. So it's Hartford now. Pass to Banchero. .105 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Keenan. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Booker. Here's Hardaway. And an intentional foul right there.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Here's Anthony. He got a piece of it. Anthony outside. There's a screen. Pass to Mobley. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Here's Embiid. And that one's good. Embiid's got 5 points.
The footwork, the patience, watching Embiid go to work inside is just a treat.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Noah. Joel Embiid with the board. Puts up a deep three. The shot that time not on target. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. The Bronx ahead. They're up by 2. And the second quarter about to get started. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And for the Bronx, what jumps out to you guys stat-wise?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
Gilgeous-Alexander no good. So it's Hartford now, trailing by 2. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Yet to see a basket. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Defenders just clearing out, and Gilgeous-Alexander came in with a purpose.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartford grabs the miss. Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Carter. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. That one on Anthony. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Bronx?
Well, they're off to a good start getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
Yeah, we got to talk about how pestering they've been on defense, forcing turnovers and finding ways to score off them.
And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kickability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or a spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
And so the ball out of bounds. Mobley touched it last. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. It's tipped. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
Now Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
The skills of SGA, they're so unique. His ball handling, shooting, length. Not a lot of guys like Shea in the league.
Both free throws good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
Outside Carter. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Another shot. The shot's good.
In the NBA, you just can't let guys get to the rim.
Pass to Anthony. The baseline J. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
On the attack, Carter.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
Yeah, making it look easy. Gilgeous-Alexander is so skilled, the ball on a string, and we see him do this time and time again. This has not been his best quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
The Bronx leading by 3. There's 53 seconds left in the first half of this one. Here's Malone. Three-pointer off the mark.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Gilgeous-Alexander looking it over. Great touch from deep. Gilgeous-Alexander.
Outside, inside, in between. It doesn't matter. SGA is lethal.
On the attack, Carter. Edwards pulls it in.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Yeah, and you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
Second chance effort. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
I mean, he had the right idea, but his timing was just a little off, and it resulted in a goaltend.
Carter with it. Can they get it? And that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Hartford ahead. They're up by 2. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Now an update on Evan Mobley from Allie LaForce. What'd you find out, Allie?
Guys, I was able to talk with Hartford's head athletic trainer about his status. The bad news is he has a sprained ankle, and they're hoping that the swelling will go down.
All right, Allie, thanks. Well, we're all hoping he gets healthy quickly, guys.
Yes, we do. And these trainers are so good at what they do. Hopefully, they'll be able to get him back on the court soon.
At 6'9", Bam Adebayo is on the shorter side of centers. Yet, he is elite defensively, Grant.
He's been top 5 in Defensive Player of the Year voting a bunch of times. Bam has an incredible motor, a great IQ, and he's a switchable big. That's huge in today's game.
He buries it from 3.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And here's Curry for 3. The rebound by Malone. And the Bronx with possession here. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. Well, Richard, with the relocations and the floor he covers, Curry is still an anomaly with his conditioning.
Oh, he's got an off-season program that would make other NBA stars tap out, including myself. His conditioning is amongst the best of all time. It wears on you as a defender.
The Bronx trails by 3. Pass to Robertson. Takes a 3. Hartford grabs a miss. Adebayo up top. He's scoreless. To the middle. Here's Keenan. The kick out to Banchero. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. I'll say this, Banchero is a guy that opponents can't forget about for a second. And you see it in all the defensive attention he gets. Teams show him all kinds of different looks, and he draws a bunch of double teams in isolation.
Some big guys struggle at the line, not him. He's put in the work to defy that assumption.
Robertson. The Bronx again can't hit. Booker for 3. Hartford again missing. The Bronx trails by 5. Here's Carter. He's got 5. From deep. Adebayo grabs the board. Here's Hartford now. Stripped away. A minute 29 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Here's Robertson. Hauled in by Curry. Hartford leading by 5. There's the triple. No luck on that one. Here's Malone. Lays it up and banks it in. Here's Curry. 55 seconds left in the third. Stolen by Carter. For the tie. It's not going to go for him.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Outside Curry. Back to Banchero. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here comes the break. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
And you can tell they're in sync right now, expertly turning the steal into fast break points.
Curry. Hartford again missing. And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That'll be a second foul of the game. Here's Nowitzki. Nails it from beyond the arc. Nowitzki's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Curry from deep three-point land. We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. The Bronx ahead. They're up by 2. And when we return, we'll get the... Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Hartford. And he's going for the lob! And they're running. The 3 from Barnes. Another 3 for the Bronx. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Bronx.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
They've also been showing us standout play on the fast break, working as a team to create easy opportunities.
Here's Hardaway going inside. Banked it in off the glass.
Looks like they're gaining some confidence here in crunch time.
Building out this lead brick by brick, they have taken a very methodical approach.
Here's SGA. The Bronx grabs the miss. A few possessions into the fourth, just over a minute played. Pass to Hardaway. From deep three-point land. Here's Embiid. And then Embiid. With the dunk.
The reach of Embiid with his size and wingspan, he's a real threat on the offensive glass.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartford again missing. The Bronx leading by 9. Left side Barnes to the paint. Here's Worthy. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. To end the run, Hardaway grabs the board. And the Bronx with possession here. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed. Anthony feeling it out a bit. Knocks down the long J.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
I'll tell you, that jumper from Gilgeous-Alexander is smooth and under control.
Ooh, another miss by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Hardaway. And that one's long. Here's Hartford now. It's a 10-point game. Beyond the arc. Anthony grabs the board. A minute and a half left in the fourth quarter.
Hard to protect your shot from Mobley's lane. Look, he just bats that ball away.
And Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
Nothing is going his way in this half offensively. Really having a hard time finding his shot.
Here's Anthony. Offensive rebound. On the wing, Anthony takes the three. Hartford grabs the miss. 59 seconds left in the final quarter. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Jacks up a three. Ooh, another miss by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And as long as he keeps missing from deep, the D will keep letting him fire away. He's just off from range right now.
There's 47 seconds left in the game. The Bronx again can't hit. So it's Hartford now, trailing by 10. Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. And the Bronx with possession here. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth. Hardaway, no good.
And just not enough time for them to get back in this game.
Yeah, they got to be disappointed with this result.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
There was a time you could get yelled at for taking a three like that, but now it's a great decision, and it paid off.
And it's the Bronx's ball. They're on a 13-5 run. So we see the Bronx get the win here. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so